wouldn't you know it, the one night that we pick to focus on COD4 away from this tournament is the one night that they are going to have a hell of a match. So we're going to jump in here. We're watching hard, and let's see here. I'm kind of switching pretty quickly. KT. So my boy Chicken is going to info me here in just a moment the result from the first map. I know this is the second map. It's right now a 68-72 score as KT is in the red and H is in the blue. So I don't have Pyro with me tonight, so I'm a little disadvantaged here, but I'm sure we can make it work. So we're going to follow in as soon as I get the command in here. Behind Pikes. He's working away around through the map here. He is on the red side, going to run into one player. Goes to work, sees if he can get a kill right here. Working it, going to decide to run away. 40 health. I guess he decided not to go there as we see a shot combo coming in. A little backup coming. We found another player on the other side of the map here. There's two of them, and they're going to go down. So Tyler now is who we are watching. Going to take down Megadeth. Going to be a 74-76 score. This is the closest match we've seen thus far in this tournament. 4.5 minutes left to go here. Going to work. Tyler doing a great job picking up those healths. Going to go up top of the map. Work his way down towards a couple of the green goo, as Pyro likes to call it. So KT won, H won the first map, and so KT has to win this to stay alive here. And they're in the red, so it's 79-80 advantage H. I'm trying to get my bearings real quick. We don't normally switch that quick, but I figured this match would have been another blowout. That's what someone was telling me. And then, lo and behold, it's going to be a hell of a good match. And, of course, that's how it works out. So, 80-81, only one score differential. Let's take a look at the scores here real quick. Pikes, 35. Megadeth, 17. Rigged, 15. And Bebo 2 is what I'm going to call him, is 13. And that rounds out the scores there for KT. Now, for H, we're going to have Tyler at 31. Chavo at 21, Extruder at 15, and Cerebus at 15 as well. So, and actually scores are tied now at 82. We're still behind Tyler as he is on the H team, working right here against two other players, throwing out those shock combos. Not going to hit a whole lot, going to decide to make his way back around, pick up some more ammo, and go up top of the map. He is with one of his other teammates. Oh, and hits one of his own teammates with a shock ball. Sees one here, going to throw those shocks out, try to hit another combo. Score still tied, 84-83 now, as the action is just moving way quick, 84 all, as we are 2.5 minutes away from the end of this map. That's Clan Hard is what the H stands for. So KT and Clan Hard won the first one. KT needs to win this if they want to stay alive, and if they want to send it into a third map. They are on the red team, like I said. Tyler wanting to shut this out, make it a 2-0 map if possible. Going to jump back around. They do have a disadvantage right now. It's 87-85 is your score. So now you're going to watch Clan Hard kind of make their they're not going to be too aggressive. They're going to work and try to pick their shots the best they can, stack up on health for every encounter. As we see Tyler go after one player, takes two rockets to the head, and is going to go down. Going to make it 91-85 as a KT starts to pull away here with 5 frag differential. Going to kill one, 86-92 now. A minute and 50 seconds left to go, as it looks like we may go to a third map here. 92-86 is your score still, as I know that the scores don't show up top for some reason. For some reason, my system keeps cutting it off. But I think we can solve that between tonight and tomorrow. 93-88. Wish Pyro was here. He would be loving this match right now. Picks up some more health. Still behind Tyler. We're going to keep following him. He seems to be doing the best for his team. 33-19. Looks like he has the best kill-death ratio. Maybe Pikes is a close second here. 40-25. 94-88 with 1 minute to go. And KT, looks like they're very close to sending this to a third map. I want to thank Chicken for getting us in here and getting everything going so quickly, as we did switch over after an exciting COD4 match. If you didn't see it, it was a very good match. The Evil Hoodies lost to Exemius. Now, I'm from Ohio. I can barely talk myself, let alone get those names right. 97-92, 5 frags differential. Now you're seeing Tyler go to work. Going to look for as many kills as he can get quickly. Going to be 13 health, taking some damage and goes down. 98-93, 5 frags separate the two teams. 30 seconds left. You hear it coming in here. Tyler still working that gun. Going to try to get a kill if he can. Eats the glue. Going to go down, the goo, I should say. Going to eat that. And 99-93 now. 7 frags separate these two teams. And 16 seconds left to go. Looks like we're going to go into a third map as they open up in a 7 frag lead.
10, 9,
and we're going to see the
8,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6 countdown here.
5, 4, 3,
101 to 93. 8 frag differential. And our final score is going to stay there.
wins the match.
Good games coming in. So it looks like we're going to a third map.
I'm on fire.
And feels like he's on fire here. So we're going to go to a third map. So while we're waiting on that to start, we'll cut away to a quick commercial. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to try to get Chicken in here with me, kind of make heads or tails of what's going on here. And we will bring you the third map, which is, the most important map anyways. The first two, they had to play to get here. Then as soon as that match is over, this match is over, we're going to go into another COD match. So Sean is working with teams right now to try to get them to possibly give us a few minutes in case this runs over so we can jump right back into that. And we'll be right back here on Gamefire, Gaming for Gamers. Don't go anywhere. Alright, and we're back here with the third map between KT and Clan Hard. Joining me in our virtual studio here is Frag D's Chicken, a.k.a. Paul. I wanted to get your name as we got started here because we've talked in IRC quite a bit, but I feel weird calling you Chicken because I feel like I'm insulting you. So, I just figured I'd get your real name. So, the match has started here. Why don't you give us a little bit of rundown about these two teams, what you know about them, and what we're going to expect to see here as we jump into the third round. Okay. So, 3-0 starting out here for KT as we get started here. Going to see Extruder start out with a double kill. Going to be 5-2 in favor of KT as we're getting started. Paul, can you hear me, buddy?
I don't think it's my...
I can hear you.
All right,
It's
there
Chuck.
we go. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, Paul's our Pyro.
Right.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I got Chuck here. Now, Chuck, tell me a little bit about, now you're pretty much the administrator of the tournament. Well, you, not pretty much, you are the administrator of the tournament. Tell me a little bit about these two teams and what we can expect to see here as we start the third round, or the third map of this match.
Well, Clan Hard is kind of unknown at this point. They kind of threw together a TDM team at the last minute for this tournament. They're more of a CTF-based team, and they actually forfeited to my team the first round, and that's why they're in the losers bracket now. And they did have to reschedule this match to get 4 players, but they finally did get 4, and it, obviously everyone's been pretty impressed with what they've done so far.
What about the other team?
As far as Kozmik Threat, I've seen a lot of these players in pickup games. I haven't seen them in action together much, but a lot of really good fraggers on their team, and if you notice, not many of them will have a negative efficiency as far as kills to death ratio.
Pretty slow starting here. 5 frags, make it 4 frags, separate the two teams as KT, Chaos Threat, is going to take the advantage here. We're watching Megadeth work against one of 2 of the players here. Gets taken out. That was, you have to work with me a little bit on the names. That was Shav, how do you say his name?
That would be Shavo.
Shavel. Going to take out Shavel with the flak cannon here. Or actually, Shavel's going to take him out with the flak cannon. So we'll switch over and see what Shavel is doing. And 14-13 now. So Clan Hard actually taking the lead while we were talking there while I was getting names straightened out. Going to see some flak balls coming out there. And going to see a whole lot of action here with these two players working together. Going to kill Cerberus there. And that was actually his own teammate, which was not a good thing to see, but going to lose a point there. Going to be 15, make it 13, make it 17-13. As the kills are just crazy. That's the one thing I'm really enjoying about seeing UT3 is how fast, especially in this. I didn't know, to be honest with you, the 4v4, if I was going to enjoy watching it or not, let alone spectating it. But there's so much action, and it comes all in like waves that it's a really exciting game to watch.
Exactly, and I'd like to bring up the point yesterday. You asked me about the frag limit on TDM, and the real reason is every map is different. You could never know what number to set that frag limit at because, like you said, the kills come in waves. A match can completely turn around in just a couple of minutes. So, I mean, if you set it to 100 frags, that could be only 10 minutes on a map like this, but on a map like Shangri-La, it might be more like 20 minutes to get to 100 frags.
And that is why you do the tournaments and I just broadcast them because I hadn't even thought of that. So 20-23 now. 20-23. Oh, went for the health and got taken down. Good job there. It was Megadeth taking him out, saving that health for his side. Going to be 21-25 as Clan Hard is taking the advantage. About 4 frag lead, making a 3 frag lead as we're watching Megadeth take down one of the players from Clan Hard. Going to track one down again, working the gun. Going to get that kill. Going to be a 23-25 score now. 2 frags. We're already 5 minutes, actually 4 minutes into this. And this is do or die time for both these teams. They are in the lower bracket, and we've already played 2 maps. We weren't able to bring those to you, but we're here for the third one. That's the one that matters because whoever wins this is going on, and the other one is sitting out the rest of the tournament. Killing spree coming in here as we've switched over to Tyler. Tyler's now on the killing spree as well. Going to be 26 health, as 26-29 is your score in favor of Clan Hard. Working that flat gun, throwing those balls out, going to start shooting, and actually killed his own spree. Tyler there, not really aiming too well as he hit the wall and went back and killed himself. So 27-28 now is your score as we are still behind Tyler, watching him go to work here on one of the players gets taken down. That was Pike doing a good job there, working against Tyler, who in the last map, as far as I can tell, and in this map so far, is the lead scorer for Clan Hard and has the best kill-death ratio. In fact, he's one of 2 players on his side who are actually a positive there. Now, on the other side, it's pretty much the same story as Megadeth is the only player who is a positive kill-death ratio. 30-31 now. These 2 teams pretty evenly matched, and we knew we was going to see this as we got into the tournament, later into the tournament. Me and Paul and I were talking last night about how wide these gaps were. We almost saw a 200 score last night, and the other team only had like 60 or 80 frags. But once you get farther along in these tournaments, Chuck, don't you agree that you're going to see more of these matches much, much closer, just like this?
Well, absolutely. I mean, the first rounds are as far as seeding goes, they're quite a ways away from each other. You got the number 1 team facing the worst team. Well, actually, in this tournament, it was 14 teams. So the top 2 teams actually got a bye round in the first round, but then you had the number 3 seed playing the worst team of the tournament, and pretty much all the matches so far have been uneven. So it's good to see this.
Yeah, still behind Tyler's. He went back on another killing spree. 36-38 is your score as Clan Hard still has the advantage. Watching Tyler throw those shot combos out. Going to not get a kill there. That was actually someone else that got the kill, but he helped make it happen. Working that flat cannon as one of his teammates jumps in behind. Now, the one thing I was talking about that I am having an issue with as far as it's not the tournament, it's the game itself, is the spectator
not being able
mode.
to see the names.
Yeah, it's killing us, and that's especially makes it difficult when you're trying to call out who's doing what here. But we've made it work so far. I think it's pretty good thus far. How do you think, as far as from your standpoint, how's the tournament going, and is it living up to what you thought it would be?
Well, I've had to do a little bit too much of holding the team's hands to get the matches played. I'm hoping, halfway through the tournament I can kind of just rely on the teams to get this done themselves. I know it's been a long time since a lot of these people have played matches, so it's kind of hard to get back into the habit of scheduling things and showing up. But I'm impressed with how it's going now. It's starting to run more smoothly.
43-45, Clan Hard taking a 3-point advantage. Still working against. We're watching rigged now for KT. Good work against the player with the minigun, and he is going to get taken out. That was actually the stinger. Let's see what happens here as it's 45-47. Now, I was talking about this map. We saw this map last night, Campgrounds. Very good remake here as I'm enjoying this map very thoroughly. I like the way that it's kind of divided up, but at the same time, there are spots where you're going to grab 2 or 3 players together, and you're going to see a lot of action that way. Now, the amp is going to spawn right there in the middle. In fact, we were watching Megadeth wait on it to come up. It should be spawning any second. That's why you're seeing so many players around there trying to time that out. A lot of action here by the amp spawn, and it is actually out. Someone picks it up. That was Megadeth, and then went down himself. A lot of action right down there around that amp. Crazy, crazy, crazy amount of action. And that's what we want to see, especially in these 4v4s, is that, we were talking to a player. I was talking to one of the viewers last night after the match, and I asked him what he thought about the 4v4, because we don't see a lot of the 4v4 TDMs. At least I haven't seen a lot of the 4v4 TDMs, and they really enjoy seeing it. Like I said, a lot of action going around, and especially when you get a match like this where the score is close, you don't have to worry about the style points. You're just seeing a bunch of kills. As we're watching Megadeth work against Extruder and gets the kill right there, going to join up with one of his teammates as we're watching Shock and Flak coming around through the corner. Now he's switched over to the Rocket, going to work on that teammate or against that the other 2 teammates there, and going to get 1 kill, but again gets taken down himself. Whew, ton of action here. 56-55. So we don't know where Paul is tonight. We were hoping that he'd be here, but he may have his lady. Having a nice evening. Missing a hell of a match though. 56-57. Tell us a little bit about Frag D. I know that you and Pyro are all part of that. It's obviously a multi-game organization, but give us a little bit of rundown on what Frag D is.
Well, like you said, Frag D is a multi-gaming organization. We have a console side as well as the PC side, obviously. I actually just joined 2 weeks ago. I was in Area 51, but me and XDBS have played together for so long that when he decided to go with Frag D, I went along with him. And Pyro is actually more on the COD 4 team, I think. He doesn't really play UT3 that much, but we're hoping he'll get into it. We also have Osis and Jade, and I've been impressed with what we've been able to do so far. We've only a couple times together, but we've put up a good score against Xeno the other night. It wasn't broadcasted, but we beat him by about 60 frags on both maps.
And the good thing about, you spoke about Pyro there, Paul. He knows so much about this game. It's really nice to have someone like that on staff with Gamefire, especially because you can kind of go to them and they can kind of tell you anything you need to know. There's a ton of action once again. That was Megadeth going down, going to run around and pick up those health, and gets taken down yet again by Serbius. Good job there. Serbius trying to get his team the advantage. They've actually done that now. 60-69. Favor of Clan Hearts. We've passed the 10-minute mark. Going to be 9 minutes left here. Once again, this is the 3rd map here on one of the lower bracket matches. The loser of this actually sits out the rest of the tournament. The winner will go on to face another team. And as we've seen, these teams are starting to clear out, especially after the 2nd round or so. You're going to start seeing the better teams stick around. So 92 health here for Tyler as we are following him. 61-62 or 61-72, excuse me, is your score right now. Tyler killed Chavo there and got away. Going to work against another player for KT. And all over the place, that was Megadeth doing a good job there, taking Tyler out. Let's check the scoreboard here real quick. Megadeth and Tyler are your 2 leading scorers. Megadeth, of course, for Chaos Theory. Going to work 26-21, or 27 is his, or no, I was right, 21, 22 now, is his kill-death ratio, so almost 1-to-1, as he is positive, though, which can't be said for any of the other teammates right at the moment. Pikes, 15-27, Beb is 14-14, and Rigged is 8-22. On the other side of the match, you've got Tyler doing a great job with 23-13. Chavo is doing 20-27. You've got Sirius at 18 kills, 21 deaths, and Extruder, who's the bottom scorer, but he is positive at 17-13. So, like we've said, a pretty good match here so far, but the lead is starting to widen as we have 14, make it 15 frags separating the two teams. Clan Hard still on top. 7.5 minutes left here in the third map. What do you think? What do you think's going right here for Clan Hard? What are they doing better than the other team?
Well, I see Clan Hard with a lot of amps. That's definitely a huge turning point on this map, and obviously it's about picking up the amp once you drop it, and they seem to be doing a pretty good job of keeping a hold of that amp, and I mean they're really ganging up on Rigged is what it looks like. That seems to be the huge difference in this map is Rigged has really got a lot of deaths.
Yeah, and that amp plays a huge role, as we learned the other night too, in this game and in this tournament especially. And they're doing a good job of controlling that, like you said, and that's what it's all about. You know, we talked a lot about Quake 3. We compared this game to Quake 3 the other night, talking about how that quad damage is, you know, a huge part of Q3, and it definitely does give your team the advantage whenever you're able to pick that amped up and keep control of it, or toss it to another player, as long as someone on your team has it.
And that's new to a lot of us. The original Unreal Tournament, once you died with amp, that was it. It was gone. And so it's interesting to be able to pick it up now after you die.
I think that's a great side of it, though, is you know, the weapon throwing and the amp throwing, you know, because it allows your team to be more of a team, if you will, help each other out, kind of work together a little bit more. As we're watching Tyler do the work. Go ahead.
When you see a teammate get amp, if you have like a minigun or a pulse to throw them, that's always the best thing. Even if it means you having no gun at all, if the guy with amp has the minigun, then he's going to be able to rack up some kills. So you definitely want to share that kind of stuff.
See, and that's a very good point, and that goes back to that teamwork side of it, is that, you know, they definitely got to work together and see those amp runs. You want to help that guy go on. As we're watching Tyler right now going to multi-kill here. 74-97, gets taken down, though. So we are 12, make it, wow, score keeps changing so quick. 12 frag differential here, as a Clan Hard working hard to keep that differential as far apart as possible. Tyler doing a big portion of that, going to take down Megadeth, then going to work against another player, avoids the goo somehow. Pyro, we learned, loves that goo for some reason. 77 to 100 now, 22 is going to separate the two teams. Let's switch and watch somebody we haven't really watched yet. Extruder here. Misses a jump. Going to try to go for it again. Working around. Going to go up top here. Going to decide to go back around and works his way over by the amp area. Finds one team and then going to hit the goo on one of his other enemies, is the word I'm trying to search for. Still 17 frag differential. Clan Hard opening it up even more, but Megadeth working his ass off on keeping it as close as possible, or maybe even flipping it around. 4 minutes to go, and this has been the first time we've seen 4 minutes left, and we could actually see another score change or something so far. So should be interesting to see what happens here. As we see a 2-on-2 now over by the pillars. See a shot combo going out. Megadeth working with one of his teammates, going to get them off the other side, but I don't know what he was thinking there. That was Chavo that got killed. Just jumped up, wasn't even aiming at the two guys on either side of him, and then gets taken out himself by Megadeth. Working with a 13. Megadeth, nice shot, coming through the little hallway there, and going to get Tyler. Still with a 13 health. See what he does. Tries to pick up some more health right there. He's going to pick up about 25. They're running. Oh, almost got hit with the goo there. Going to be 91-102, 11 frags. Make it 12 frags now. Differential as Clan Hard going to continue working. Try to keep them ahead as far as they can. Megadeth, though, going to answer back. Going to make it 12 frags. Make it 13 frags now. Megadeth still hasn't been at, and as soon as I said it, still hadn't been able to find any health and got taken out. working against one of KT's guys. Going to drop down to 2 health. Going to try to pick up another weapon and gets taken out going for it. Pikes was the one that got him, and now he is going to go on a killing spree with 3 minutes to go. 94-107. We're going to switch and see what's going on with Rigged here for KT. 12 frags, 2.5 minutes to go. Rig trying to get that kill. 17 health. Need to be searching for health and searching for players to take out. As we're going to start seeing Clan Hard start working, kind of picking their shots, trying not to lose any frags as possible. Rigged working that shot combo, going to get the kill right there. That was Extruder. 2 members up there
That's
working together.
That's what he needs to do.
Go ahead.
He needs to not be aggressive because he is dying a lot. He needs to do exactly what he's doing right now, just kind of avoid dying, and if he can get a shot to the back of somebody, do it. But it's up to his teammates to win this match for him right now because he's obviously not playing very well this map.
12 frags is the differential. As you hear the 2-minute warning coming in. Pike got taken out. His killing spree is over now. So we're still watching Rigged working that shock. Gonna send that ball out, see if he can get a shock combo kill. Not going to happen. 13 frags now. Minute 45. His time's starting to run out. Going to jump into one of the enemies there. Cerberus is going to go down to Megadeth. Going to end that killing spree. Rig's still working the shock. Going to take out Tidler. Or Tilter. It's Tilter. What am I thinking? Tidler. Thinking golf's what I'm thinking. Rigged. 11 frags, a minute left. I'm starting to think the tournament may be over here for KT. As with a minute to go, it's still possible. They are closing in slowly. Only 9 frags separate 2 players now. Let's see what's going on with Megadeth, as he is still the leading scorer. Has 96 health. Working against 2 players from Clan Hard. Going to need those kills as quickly as possible. 108, 117. 9 frags to go with less than a minute here. Still watching Megadeth, working against 1 player. Gets some help from Rigged with the flak cannon. 6 frags. They are within striking distance. It's going to be 7 frags now as Megadeth goes down. 8 frags separates 2 teams. Make it 7 as the action is getting crazy now as they are getting desperate for those kills. 8 frags going to separate him. See what Megadeth is going to do here. 100 health. 10 frag differential. 18 seconds. Has opportunity, takes 2 out, but does not do it. It's going to drop. Going to be a 12 frag differential. This game is over for KT. Their tournament's over. Going to go to Clan Hard, and they're going to look forward to the next match. As we're just waiting on the obligatory end of the match. 114, 126. Going to go to Clan Hard. Was that what you expected? Did you expect Clan Hard to kind of take that?
Not really, to be honest with you. Like I said, Clan Hard hasn't really played together. They threw this team together last minute, so really impressed with that. And they will move on to play Overpower in the next round.
And we will see that here on Gamefire, hopefully within the next day or so. Megadeth going to lead all scores with 45, doing a hell of a good job. Chuck, I want to thank you for coming in. I'm glad we could get this last match on for you. We're going to have to switch over now to some COD4. Before you go, though.
All right, thank you.
Before you go, let me let you have an opportunity to give any shout-outs or, anything you want to say.
Please, Epic, fix our game.